You think? I don't know. What came to me in this container was something far more valuable to money, to many. Exactly. Gluten-free chocolate cupcakes from Joe Eastwood in this wonderful container, which was of high value with Jennifer's recipe. So, are we having the kids? NJ, can I come up and help me? There's money in it for you. So somewhere along the line, money became money. And we all have different words for it, and it has come along, and so it comes in different shapes and sizes and colors. And based on what's written on it, sometimes we think some is more valuable than others. And so sometimes I wonder about when that happened, and is it real? Come here for a second. Come show me. Come look at this stuff I have in my hand. Come on, Louise. So, looking at all this wonderful stuff in my hand, what do you think is worth the most? What's the best that's in my hand? That one right there. So she chose something beautiful and sparkly. Would you like that? So I'm going to ask you to do me a favor. Can you go give that to somebody else? Can you go give that to someone? Okay, you find someone to give it to. Okay, NJ, come on over. She's still speaking. So, I have here a $2 bill, and if any of you are Americans, you might know the different words that are said about a $2 bill. But it was given to me by a very old man in Old Town Alexandria who, like myself, lived a mile from the Pentagon when it was hit by the airplane in 2001. And he wrote on this $2 bill the word kindness. And we just happened to meet each other wandering in the streets. I would walk by his house on my regular walk with my dog, and he would notice me and he would shout out. And so we began this conversation, this relationship of exchange. And so one day, shortly after 9/11, he handed me this $2 bill that says kindness on it. And so although the number on it is bigger or smaller than the number on this, is a 2 bigger or smaller than? It's smaller. But which do you think is more important and more valuable? Why do you think? You don't know. He's thinking because I was just talking about that one. But what is written on it and the value that we place it is really just random. That Louise could look at a shiny stone with a handful of other kinds of stones and look at money. And she was very proud to show me her new watch that she just bought herself. You want to show off your watch? You want to hold your arm up and show your watch? She goes, I just bought this. Right there, she's just bought that. But even in a pile of stones and money, something shiny has more valuable. If we had some of our 3 and 4 and 6 and 7-year-olds in the room looking at this, NJ, what would you say is more valuable? What do you think? Put yourself back at being your 3, 4, or 5-year-old boy that's inside you. Do you think something with a Batman Lego on it might be more valuable than that $2 bill? So, should we exchange? I'll give you that $2, and you can give me the $2 back. So, all of a sudden, like, he could get that at 3, 4, and 5, a Batman on a $2 had value. But right now, I put a lot of energy into that $2 bill that I handed him. So I'm wondering, can you give that to somebody else? The money man, perfect. And so as I looked through this, and then I saw in amongst some change my husband gave me, actually that he took to the Firkham fundraiser, one of those President's Choice coins that are intended to use for my grocery cart. And if I had one of those and a quarter, and I was at Save-Ons versus Safeway, which one takes $1 and one takes a quarter, one would be more valuable than the other. And so as we start to talk about the flow of currency, of money, or am I supposed to say money? Because we don't talk about money out loud very often. How do we begin to gain that perspective we talked about the week of truth, where we can look from multiple perspectives at the value we place on stones and metal, whether shiny with words or just plain and big, and realize that the value is only the value that we place upon it. And although NJ got that $2 bill had more value, he also was willing to give it away, realizing that it really wasn't his. It was from me to him, from someone else to me, to him, and passing on. And how might we cultivate that? Realizing that, one, maybe it would be fun just for a day to only have money that has Lego characters on it. And wander into Save-On Foods and say, can I have some groceries? Might I buy some toys? Can I go shopping? What is the currency that we're exchanging? And that one holds far more than the money currency that is placed upon it. It holds the word kindness, from the currency of relationship that occurred in a time where great violence was breaking relationship in our world, as in Paris this week. May we open up to the currency of all flow of love, of money, of gracious leadership, of the value that we placed upon these pieces of paper and these shiny tokens, that we might realize that it is from our love and our relationship that they truly have value that is worthless and worthful. Beyond words, beyond worth, whatever we place upon it. Let us pray. Holy and gracious God, how abundantly we are given to. May we remember with gratefulness the gifts of the Spirit that simply pour to us and through us. May we cultivate that sense that we are the vessels for the Spirit to flow through us, that we might shine ourselves up, that we might open ourselves fully to create the spout of in and out, the flow through that allows for all people, all creation to know and to experience your abundance. May we in this moment bring and hold the Haight family in our hearts and our minds as they journey through the flow of life. As it dims within Jason's father, may we all hold the light of the Christ for and with that family, that they might know your grace, your peace, in the passing of this loved one. May all those in this room who journey through pain and sorrow, light and dark, experience the light that sometimes shines upon the shadows of our inner worlds. May we remember the words of Martin Luther King that taught us that darkness cannot combat darkness. Only light can do that. May the light of Christ shine upon us, shine through us, shine as us, as we participate in your abundant world of grace. Amen.